And that's it. Grimsby have knocked Manchester United out of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, I blame Onana more than I blame anyone else. They've invaded the pitch. Grimsby have invaded the pitch. And yeah, oh my god. This is one of the biggest upsets in football history. If we do not sign a goalkeeper before the end of the transfer window, I don't know if I can support Ineos anymore. Onana is one of the worst signings we have ever made. He is responsible for all of our banter moments for the past 3 seasons, and he's still here. How is André Onana still here? Grimsby fans are knee sliding to the cameras. I'm sorry, lads and ladies, but nah. This isn't Manchester United. This is not Manchester United. Onana needs to be sold this transfer window. Like, the fans aren't having it anymore. The fans are not having it. Do you know how insane it is to lose to Grimsby Town, the 4th division Grimsby Town? It said earlier in the stream, if there was one giant league table of all of the leagues put together, United would be 60 places above Grimsby Town. And yet we've lost to them. I don't put it on the manager. I do not put Onana not being able to be an actual goalkeeper on the manager at all. How anyone can blame the manager for this blows my mind. I'm sorry, but nah. You can't blame the manager for this. I'm not Amorim out. I know other channels will blow up at the manager, but nah, man. Nah, this isn't right. Onana is costing so many people their jobs. Like, he needs to be sold now. Well, realistically, guys, let's look. Absolute crap, says David. Guys, let's look at the match at how it actually happened. Okay, we started with a weaker starting 11, yeah, with a couple youngsters, Onana in goal, and we ended up 2-0 down. Okay, those youngsters. There's a reason Fredrickson was pulled off at half time. Had a stinker. Onana had a stinker, and then it led to us being 2-0 down. Now, let's look at the second half, where we were dominating the game and creating wave after wave of attack. I mean, yeah, Grimsby obviously had that chance that could have been a goal, and it could have been 3-1 or 3-0 at the time. But we dominated the game when we had our starting 11. Do you know what that tells me? It tells me the squad's not thick enough, and it's telling me that realistically, we need to sell the goalkeeper immediately, and we can't be surprised that, oh yeah, we're going to keep losing matches when our goalkeeper does not know how to defend the near post, and he literally goes out and just punches people for corners. And that goes for both goalkeepers. One goalkeeper is too afraid to go out and punch, Bayendir, and the other goalkeeper is an absolute maniac crackhead who goes out to punch people instead of the ball. So realistically, we need to sign a goalkeeper. They need to start all of the games. Even if they make one mistake, don't care. I mean, they can make a mistake. They're new to the club. Onana has created mistakes after mistakes after mistakes for 3 seasons. So people can question the manager all they want. But at the end of the day, if we keep people who are underperforming at the club, then we will keep underperforming. Like, what? I just don't see how it can be blamed on the manager, this. Like, if anything, the manager is doing what needs to be done by showing us which players are good enough and which players aren't. I mean, and people can say, I mean, to be honest, Cunha should have obviously scored the pen. But, I mean, and Mbuemo should have scored his. But if we're not going to look at Onana for like the 4 or 5 pens that he got his hands to, as well as the mistakes in the game, and we're going to blame our new signing for not scoring a pen in a high-pressure situation, I mean, I think the game's gone if we're doing that. Look and point the blame to the people who deserve it. Onana, Fredrickson. Although Fredrickson, we're gonna caveat with like, oh, okay, he's still like 20. But then again, Euro's 19. I mean, Euro's performing better, and he's younger than Fredrickson. So if it was up to me, Fredrickson on loan, bye mate. You had your chance at United, and you led us to losing to a 4th division team. So I'm sorry, but Onana sold, new keeper in, Fredrickson on loan, and then Ugarte sold. Mainu looked a lot better when bloody Fernandes was on the pitch. So this whole thing about not having Mainu and Fernandes in the midfield, I'd like to see that get tested in the Premier League at least. Because if you're pairing Mainu up with Ugarte, he is going to look bad because Ugarte is a plank of wood. He's a plank of wood in the midfield. So yeah, I'm saying that. I'm saying Ugarte sold, Onana sold, Fredrickson on loan, and yeah, then another terrible stat for Amorim to have on his record because these players have let him down yet again. Onana is the reason why we went out of the Champions League and now out of the Carabao. Yep, absolutely, Nick. I mean, people forget that in Ten Hag's season, we literally got knocked out of the Champions League, even though we were playing well and scoring goals, because Onana made like 5 different mistakes, man. There's like a montage out there on YouTube that you can find now probably, that's like 20 minutes long of Onana mistakes. And we're going to blame the manager, are we? How can we do that? Fredrickson is not the guy. Won't ever play again, I reckon. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, because he just looked weak, man. He did not look like a centre-back. He took no risks. He was constantly passing sideways and backwards. I mean, how are we going to attack if we can't even pass the ball forward from our centre-backs? Like, Fredrickson's got to go, in my opinion. EL final, Onana got beat at his near post. Yep, exactly. I think you've got to blame André Onana for this result. That's it. You can't blame Amorim for this. You can blame Amorim maybe for squad rotation, for putting 2 youngsters next to Maguire and thinking that we could get away with it. But other than that, you cannot blame Ruben Amorim for his goalkeeper making mistake after mistake after mistake. Like, what's the point, man? What is the point? It's just like having a bad striker. Like, we could be the best team in the world, but if we literally create, but we have no one to convert the chances, or in goal, we can defend, but every shot on target will be a goal. There's no point. There's no point to any of this. Like, let's see. I want to see the stats. So, Grimsby had 4 shots on target, by the way. 4 shots on target, 2 goals. Like, come on, man. It's staring us in the face. The formation is fine, man. We dominated that game at the end when we actually had good players on the pitch. Like, I'm sorry. It's not a fact of the formation. It's the personnel. We don't have the personnel, and we need to be patient with getting the personnel in, if anything. And realistically, at the end of the day, guys, you're going to see a lot of United creators, you're going to see a lot of Twitter pages say about negative Ruben Amorim stuff, but then a day later be like, but I am backing Amorim. Nah, you're not. You're pretty much spreading the negative agenda on Amorim because we've got a terrible goalkeeper. If anyone is pushing an Amorim out slogan after that, when Onana has created individual mistake after individual mistake over and over and over again, I'm sorry, they've not got all their marbles. Larman's better be coming because, I mean, realistically, and can I just say this as well, guys? If you think about how many players are leaving Manchester United this summer on loan, or they were sold, like Johnny Evans, Victor Lindelof, Christian Eriksen, Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, Malacia, who else? I don't know, probably someone else that I'm forgetting, Højlund. Then if you think of all of these players that are leaving, how on earth can you say, or can anyone say, that signing 3 players, by the way, we've only signed 3 players, we've let about 7 or 8 go, but we've signed 3. How can we say that that's enough? How can we say that Amorim's been backed? He's got 3 players, that's it. And they're all attackers. He hasn't got a midfielder, which we all said that he needed. He hasn't got a goalkeeper yet, which we all knew that we needed, like about 2 seasons ago. And we're back to square one. So, yeah. I honestly don't even want to look at Twitter. I'm looking now. This is the first time in our history we've been knocked out against a 4th tier opposition. Our first 3 games of the season have been losing to Liverpool, bottled a lead against Fulham, and knocked out of the Carabao Cup by League Two side Grimsby. I think at the end of the day, lads, we're going to be seeing a lot of propaganda over the next few days. When's United's next match? Next match is Saturday against Burnley. We're going to be seeing a lot of propaganda these next 2 days. I think, personally, as soon as Bruno Fernandes came on the pitch, the game changed. And suddenly, we had more control of possession. Mainu was looking better, getting into good positions, making good crosses. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we're out of the Carabao Cup. The only cup that we've got a chance of winning is the FA Cup now. So we are literally in the Premier League and the FA Cup, and that's it this season. I don't know what to say, lads. I honestly don't know what to say. We're probably going to end the stream there. I'll try and get a video out tomorrow, breaking it all down, so then it's not all entirely just United content calling Amorim out. Because, man, it's a disgrace, really, what these players have done. And when I say these players, I mean specifically Onana. Literally Onana. If Onana plays another game for Manchester United, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. I would bet money that Onana does not play another game for Manchester United. And Amorim is going to be on to the board about the fact that we've still not signed a goalkeeper. And we're going into the last 4 days of the transfer window. He's not going to be happy. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, try to stay off social media, guys. Try to delete all WhatsApp group chats. Try not to listen to what the D-heads on Twitter are saying or the toxic fans, because they're not going to see it how it actually is. They're going to turn on Amorim as soon as they get the chance to just appeal to their audiences and to just rage bait. So stay looking out for it. But yeah, we'll call it an evening there. Hope you all have a delightful evening. Hope you get your mind off of this. Go read, go draw, go knit, do whatever you need to do. But for now, Godspeed.